Howdy, Summers. Welcome back to another Glimmerbrook renovation. Today we are doing the Rockridge Canyon lot in Glimmerbrook, which is where the Charm family lives. It is this huge 3-story house, really ugly. We're fixing it up today. If you're not familiar with this house, this is what it looks like, and by far the biggest quarrel that I have with it is all of the different window swatches on here. They all have like different patterns to them, and it's driving me nuts. Like, if there's anything about this house that I hate, it is all of the windows not matching. So, we're gonna take care of those. We have this big deck out here and, like, no furniture. We have this very small table on this huge space. This is absolutely awful. Going inside the layout is so strange because look at this. You go in and walls just everywhere. We have this kind of long hallway that wraps around, but there's nothing going on in here, and I don't like it. And then we have a little seating room, we have the kitchen and dining, and then to the second floor, we have 3 bedrooms up here and a little bathroom. And then finally upstairs, we have just this weird giant space and another bathroom. So I'm gonna work with what I got. We're gonna do the best we can on this. This is a lot to fix up. So like I said, this is a 3-story build, and when I build houses from scratch, I never go past 2 stories, so 3 stories has always been a little bit much for me, so I had an interesting time trying to renovate this build, and if I had been smart when I was working on this, which I was not, I would have just removed the 3rd floor entirely and made it a 2-story. So, not that I don't like that it's this big, fancy looking house, but 3 stories is a bit much. And now that you've seen just how much, like, kind of wasted space there is in this house between the deck and the entire upstairs, like, it really didn't need that 3rd floor, I don't think. But with this build, I actually don't feel like I did a lot. Obviously, I changed like the entire color scheme of the outside because that's just what I do. So, anytime that I want to like fix something or renovate something, I just mainly change up the color scheme, go for like a darker kind of look. So that's what I did. I switched out all the fences from this gold to this kind of like greenish tone, and I don't know. I just preferred it. But we've got all the dark colors going. The inside, I changed the layout on the bottom floor a little bit, but I don't really do anything with that 2nd floor other than switching out like the furniture. So for me, I definitely feel like I could have done more with this build. I could have like given it a total like redo if I wanted to, but that's not the point of these renovations. It's to make them look nicer, fix them up, but I want to still keep kind of the essence of what they are while making them look more magical, which I don't know if I managed to do that with this build. It already feels pretty magical to me just because it is so grand. It's such a big place already. But I definitely had a hard time with this. After speeding up the footage of my renovation, the footage alone was still like 14 minutes. So, absolutely insane. I don't know how long it actually took me to do this whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy that this is like kind of the last renovation I have to do in Glimmerbrook. We do have one more lot in Glimmerbrook to do stuff with, but it's really like an empty forest lot almost. Like there's really nothing to it. So we could do whatever we want on that lot. We can build a house, a library, like absolutely anything that we want to. There is no renovation going on that lot. It is just whatever we want. So I guess I saved the quote unquote best for last because that's not technically a renovation. Uh, House-wise, I can't say that this is the best house in the game though. But I don't know. It's definitely the most magical, I think, out of all of them, just from how it already was. And that could be because there was an actual family living in this house. I don't remember if there are any other families that live in these houses normally when you like start a new save. But the Charm family always lives in this big house, and the Charm family are the spellcasters. I remember I think one of them is like a huge potions person. I see her around sometimes when I'm playing with Realm of Magic when I go to the Magic World. So, which I may or may not try to renovate that building in the Realm of Magic area. I haven't fully decided yet. So I do plan on doing more renovations in the future of like other worlds. So Glimmerbrook isn't like the final renovation stuff that I'll be doing. Uh, but I am gonna ask for your guys' suggestions on which world to work on next because we got a lot of them now, and it's a lot of builds that could use some fixing up. Nowadays, not so common, but some of the older worlds before the EA creator people started actually building stuff for us. Uh, so some of those past worlds where it was the actual team building those houses could use some work. So let me know which one I should go after next. Now, I can't say that I'm a huge fan of any of the work that I did on this house. Like, I think somewhere along the line, I did kind of forget that I was supposed to be going for a magical vibe. But part of that was also just I took out a bunch of walls. We suddenly have this giant space. What do I do with this? So it is what it is. But what used to be the sitting room actually ends up being kind of like an office. Now we have all of our like skill building stuff kind of out there. Landscaping wise, I have to make some adjustments later. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say that I'm like super happy with this renovation. I think it was probably just too much because it was such a big house. And honestly, I'm so sick of using the Realm of Magic stuff. Like, doing these renovations and trying to use the same stuff constantly because I wanted to have this more magical feel. I have grown really sick of looking at Realm of Magic items, and I'm to the point where I just kind of want to uninstall the pack from my game so I don't have to look at that stuff anymore. But I like the gameplay, so I don't know that I want to do that. But we're in the kitchen now, and honestly, if there is anything, I guess, that I am sick of seeing from Realm of Magic, it's these counters. I think we all know that I hate this counter set with a passion, and I think a lot of you guys agree that this is one of the ugliest things we've ever gotten in The Sims. Like, it's just so much. I hate it. It's not fancy in a good way, I guess, but I don't think I do too much in here. I really I don't know. I kept the layout almost the exact same. Like, obviously, I did a wraparound kitchen for this, but the dining room is still in here too because I figured we could fit one. And I think I literally just changed the color of that table and those chairs. So, oh yeah. At some point in this, I decided that we were going to have, like, maybe cats living in here. So we have a cat tree and some bowls. I don't think I put, like, a cat bed or anything in here. Did I put a litter box in any of the bathrooms? Now I can't remember. I don't think I did. So, my bad. I guess I forgot that. I knew I didn't put the beds because from playing with the cat recently in the game, I noticed that they don't really use the beds. They really just sleep wherever they want. So I was like, well, there's no point to that. But I think I completely forgot to put a litter box in any of these bathrooms. So I apologize for that. But yeah, for the second area, I do leave literally everything the same. Although I did turn what is currently the master bedroom in this build into more of like a play area for kids. So yeah, I just didn't feel the need to have like 3 bedrooms in this house really. So although I guess what I should have done is actually left it as 3 bedrooms because I do turn one of the bedrooms into kind of like a shared room for twins. But I think what threw me off was just the kind of layout of that room I didn't like. It's literally like a wraparound kind of situation. And I was like, I don't want them walking through all that just to get to a bed. So you'll see what I do in a little bit. But I think I found it hardest to do this hallway because we had the living room downstairs, we had the office already. It's like, what do I turn this space into? I gave him another seating area. Just a kind of small, fancy one. So we're working on the first bedroom now, and this is what I would consider the master bedroom now. So I went with this kind of bluey green theme for some stuff. I wanted to add in some more color because I felt like a lot of stuff was very plain and fancy, but I wanted something a little more, I don't know, a little more colorful, I guess. And then for some wall space, I end up using these, I don't know what they're called, these like slats from, I think these ones are from Eco Lifestyle, just to give the wall some more texture, just to kind of break up some stuff, because I don't know. When I don't know what to do with wall space, a little bit of texture is a good idea sometimes, just something to make it not so flat. But yeah, moving on to bathroom number 2. I added a tub because we didn't have a tub in this one, and I just switched the layout a little bit. So I really hate these bathrooms. Like, the bathroom stuff, the counters for the kitchen, those are the things I am most tired of seeing. So I am so done with Realm of Magic renovation. It's like, I don't want to build this kitchen anymore. I don't want to keep using the same bathroom stuff over and over again just because it has a nice pattern. But I'm so done with that. Now, this is my kids' play zone, I guess. I get a lot of toys and activities out here. Just, this is the room of random stuff. So I figured, because I am doing a bedroom where we have like twins basically sharing the space, there's no room for them to have any like toys or anything in here. So I gave them an entire zone of things. And I did go for kind of an opposite twin look in here. So we have like the good and the bad, I guess, almost. Because I'm thinking Realm of Magic, we have, you know, the good witches or good spellcasters, bad spellcasters. So, which is not a thing for spellcasters. It's more of like good magic, mischief type magic. So that's the vibe that I'm going for. But basically, we have the black and white basic scenario stuff. So that's what I did. It's just a really small kind of thing. But I didn't want to give anyone this huge wraparound room. I didn't think it was necessary. So we're finishing up here, and then I do believe that yes, we are moving to the top here. This is, as usual, the magic kind of zone. So I once again give them a cauldron. Like, I feel like because I am going for this, every house has to be like whimsical and more magical than it is vibe. Everything needs at least a touch of magic. So some of these houses do have a dedicated room to kind of the realm of magic stuff. So we have the cauldron. I also added a seance table in from Paranormal because I felt like that worked. I do also add in the crystal cutting table from Crystal Creations as well. I'm really just like honing in on the magic stuff now. So I am getting stuff from other packs that I feel fit kind of that same aesthetic. And I think it works. It definitely helped to fill up the space a little bit more because this is such a huge area. And ugh, I don't know why they made stuff so big. Why is this a thing that they do in these earlier builds where they just like give us so much space but then don't fill it? I understand the limit of like the objects when packs are coming out, like they don't want to have too much going on so that way the loads can load properly and, you know, function and whatever. But why all the extra space? Why is that necessary? It's okay to make small builds, EA. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, but I did my best to utilize the space. I downsized the bathroom up here because it was just so big and it wasn't necessary. So going to the outside, I just did what I usually do, which is give kind of a little backyard space of like a grill thing. I would have given them a pool if I could fit it here, but I chose the hot tub instead because I figured that wouldn't mess with, you know, stairs and such too much. So, yeah. But I have a lot of gardening pots around too. Because I figured, you know, witches, potions, they're probably going to be planting a lot of stuff. You need those ingredients for magic stuff. So, yeah. I did paint the ceilings. I can't remember if I switched out the lighting. I probably didn't. Sorry. But I'm gonna hop into the game. I'm gonna show you the finished renovation, and I hope that you all like it. Okay, so here's the build, and I don't know that I'm 100% set on this color scheme. I think it is the fencing. Like, I do like it, but I feel like with all this kind of darker colors, it doesn't really stand out. Like, it stands out in a bad way, I guess more so. But here we go. You can kind of already see around to the side here. This fountain was already here. Like, that was part of the original build. I didn't touch it at all. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and head this way. I did pull a car out of debug just so it could be there because we had this giant space here and I didn't know what to do with it. So, figured it's just a little, like, car area. All right, so starting off, we are met with our cat tree and a plant over here. We've got a mirror and just a little kind of front setup going on here. We have a TV with a little kind of seating area, which I figured would be more for the kids, really. So, I don't know. I don't imagine these pillows are that comfortable to sit on. So, over here we have our living room. We've got the fireplace, and yeah, it's not too busy. We have a chess table down here as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and head this way first. We have just a little half bathroom in here, which I don't think I changed out any of the furniture. I just kind of changed the color a little bit. So, not too much going on there. Through here is our office. So, I put an aquarium in here, little violin, just a few kind of activities around. So, I wanted them to have a lot of stuff to do. And so this room kind of serves that purpose. And then next is our kitchen dining situation, which is a little cramped in here. I do hope that Sims will be able to get around, but I don't know. I think that this floor might be on medium wall height. I don't know. I think it was originally like large wall height before, and I might have changed it. But seriously, ridiculous build. So tall, so empty. Why? So I'm actually going to come outside first before we head upstairs. So coming out here, we have a bench over here and some planter stuff. We have a little fire pit down there, another bench, hot tub, and then over here we have the grill and a little table. And I don't remember if we actually have a door through here. We do. Okay, so you can access this area through the kitchen stuff as well, and I just, for whatever reason, didn't remember this was here. So, heading to the next floor, we have our second, or I guess maybe technically third seating area, if you're counting the kind of kids zone with the TV downstairs. But this is definitely the nicer of the two, I think. And then coming around here, I used a lot of these like standing candelabras around because it just looked kind of fancy to me. Yes, we do have a random statue here. Don't question it. I was trying to fill this hallway. But in here is the master bedroom, which I think is probably my favorite. So we have still kind of that fancy element, but I do like that we have some color going on in here. So yeah, and I know these slats look weird with this wall texture. Don't worry about it. This room also has a little balcony, so we have some more planting stuff and a telescope up here. And then next up we have the play zone. So we have a couple of these giant stuffed animals, little science thing, drawing thing, and then some toys kind of around. So this is the wraparound room, and I think you can kind of understand why I didn't want to turn this into a bedroom, because that's what it was originally. It's just kind of a weird layout. So here is our second bathroom, a little bit bigger. Got the tub and shower in here. And then the last room on this floor is the shared twins room. So here we go. Oof. Got some glitching happening, always. Definitely not a lot going on. All right, and then let's head up to our last floor here. Things are moving a little quicker up here. So we have the table for like jewelry making. Dance table is here. Lots of storage with some more like magical stuff. I also pulled a potion out of debug as well, since I was in there already. But then this is where the main magic happens. Got all the stuff going on. We have a third bathroom through here, which I'm realizing I used a completely different tub. Oh, that's right. I just moved stuff over. So we have a different tub in here than usual, than the one downstairs at least, because I just switched the layout of that without changing out any of the furniture. But then is our last balcony with more planters, and we have a few crystal, like, charging plates. So there we go. That is the full renovation, the full build. I hope you guys like it. I know it is a lot to take in. This is a huge freaking house. The build is available on the gallery as well as all of the other renovations that I have done for Glimmerbrook, but this one is the Rockridge Canyon reno, and it is 142,753 simoleons, so kind of insane. 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, lots and lots of packs. I make no apologies. But you can find this under TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's at the end. It's always in the description if you ever want to download anything from me. I do hope you all like this renovation. I definitely believe that it's not the best one that I've done out of all of these, but at least I can say that I did it. You know, it's done, it's over with. So we have, I guess, technically one more lot in Glimmerbrook to work on, but let me know what we should build on that because there isn't technically anything on that lot. And also let me know if you guys have any suggestions for which world we should go after next to try to renovate, fix up, whatever you wanted to call it. And yeah, I hope you all are looking forward to December. I've got some Christmas builds on the way. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting month. It's also going to be busy because holiday time. So I hope you guys kind of understand if stuff is all over the place. And it's just my busy season, I guess. I have a lot going on. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.